figure before this court. Kindly take the final compilation volume 6, which is in written submission given by the School Service Commission, page 16 and page 17. The figure which is given by the School Service Commission before this,
Yes.
the figure which is given by the School Service Commission in this tabular chart, and if we add these three, that is rank jump, out of panel and OMR sheet issue, the number came out 5,485. And the my lord will remember the last occasion on behalf of the board, one tabular chart handed over, which is this, my lord. And if we add this number, so that come out 5,189. Even the document which is placed before this court, there is also mismatch between these two Article 12 authority. Apart from that, my lord, the expiry of the panel, which is evident from this tabular chart, that is out of panel and expiry of the panel. Kindly turn, my lord, volume 5B, page number 2966. A tabular chart which is given where, my lord, it is evident the publication of final vacancy dated 11 September 2017. And according to the rule 15 of 2016 rule 15 is page number 959. May I read the rule 15?
Yes.
Rule 15 says validity of panel and waiting list. May I read?
Yes.
Each panel and waiting list shall remain valid for 1 year from the date of publication of the panel and waiting list or the date of advertisement for the next selection test, whichever is earlier, provided that the names of the candidates shall not be recommended against any post other than the post applied for or against any vacancy which has not been notified in terms of clause B of sub-rule 3 of rule 8. So it is evident from this rule, validity of panel is 1 year. Kindly see, turn page number 2966. The second 2966 of volume 5, 5B, 2966. Very interesting, my lord. Date of publication of result is 11 September 2017. So panel validity lost on 11 September 2018. Kindly see, my lord, date of counseling. First date of counseling is 16 July 2018 to 22nd July 2018. Second round of counseling 29th August 2018 within the validity period of the panel. The next counseling, third counseling, after expiry of the panel. Fourth counseling, after expiry of the panel. Fifth counseling, after expiry of the panel. Sixth counseling, after expiry of the panel. So, every counseling hold after second round of counseling, it is regarding 11-12. My lord, kindly see the 910, page number 309, 3009, a tabular chart which is evident that date of publication of final panel 12 March 2018. So, the panel validity expired on 12 March 2019. Kindly see the date of first counseling, 12 March 2018. Then second counseling, 5th February 2019. Then third counseling, after expiry of the panel. Fourth counseling, after expiry of the panel. That's to up to 8th counseling. So, in their affidavit, they says only 8th counseling is after expiry of the panel. But rule says, from third counseling onwards, every counseling after expiry of the panel. That's my humble submission, my lord. So, my lord, whole selection process, the submission, which is done before this court as well as the written submission.
Counseling, because personality is personality.
My lord, may I, my lord, place the rule. Rule is that, my lord. First, this selection process is 100 marks selection process. Out of the 100 marks, 55 marks for written examination, 35 marks for academic excellence and professional qualification, and 10 marks for the interview. After 55 marks evaluation, they ought to publish a list that called interview list. They publish the interview list in accordance with law. Rules is that very specific. My learned senior friend placed the rule. Rule is that they ought to publish the marks with package of marks. in the year 2018, they not published the marks. They gave the one-to-one communication, which my learned senior friend says.
No, probably they publish a list without the marks.
Yes, my lord, without a mark, and that too, my lord, that too not in interview list, because in the rules there are 3 type of list. May I place this rule if my lords want? If my lord not one, I place it because the whole rule is, my lord.
12-6. 12-6.
12-6,
12-6, my lord.
12-6.
May I place the rule, my lord?
12-6
Rule,
we have already seen.
rule 2 is the definition section. There are 4 type of list. 2F says about interview list. 2F. May I read the page number 955. 2F says about merit list. Interview list. Interview list means
Merit list.
interview list means a list of candidates to be called for personality test, category wise on the basis of merit, marks of written examination, academic and professional qualification, in the ratio of 1:1.4 of final vacancies. Suppose there is 100 vacancies, so they ought to publish 140 candidates' marks with all details as an interview list, but they not published it. It is pre-interview, and after interview there is a list that called merit list. That merit list definition is also in the rule. Malad, kindly take the definition of merit list 2G. 2G says merit list means a list of candidates prepared category wise on the basis of marks obtained by a candidate in written test, in academic and professional qualification, and in the personality test. But in the year 2018, they not published this merit list in accordance with rules. We came before this court in the year 2021, when we came to know about that candidate, some candidate who are the less meritorious candidate, whose number is whose merit position is less, because number is, at that point of time number was not published. Number published in the year 2022 when the court give that direction. In the initial year, in the year 2018, they not publish the even interview list. They only give one-to-one communication to a particular candidate.
Interview list is properly published. We just get a clarification from them. They're saying interview list was published. It was not 1:1. And then they published the final list, pursuant to which probably when appointment letters were issued, some people got hint of it, and they then filed that why is marks list not been published. So then the mark list got published. When the mark list got published, then the whole thing blew up.
With best of respect, that is not the position. Position is that there are 4 type of list. One is interview list, another one is merit list,
Correct.
another one is panel, and another one is waiting list. Suppose pre-interview, they ought to publish a list that called interview list.
We have understood that.
Post-interview,
We have understood that.
post-interview, merit list. And from that merit list, 2 type of list will be there. One is panel, another one is waiting list. So they ought to publish 4 lists. But instead of that, they publish 3 lists.